Ladies, welcome and good morning. And Micah, as team captain, I'm going to let you make this announcement.
Yeah, some exciting news. On April 4th, we're going to be taking on the Seattle Torrent at Madison Square Garden.
Right here, Saturday, April 4th. It's an 8 p.m. game. Look at it. It's right on Garden Vision, right behind you guys. It's pretty cool. What is it? What's the emotion when you see your logo up here inside Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I think it's really special. Obviously, world's most famous arena, and for us being a New York team, it's really special to be able to play in front of a New York crowd.
And now, of course, the Sirens play their regular home games at Prudential Center. This is considered a home game, though, as you make the shift across the river to New York. Now, Casey, you were actually born and grew up in New York City before moving to Boston, by the way, two great hockey cities. You used to come to Rangers games. Tell me a little bit about growing up here.
Yeah, I think, one of my first hockey memories ever is with my brother going out in between periods at a Rangers game and doing, the mini 3-on-3. And so I grew up a Rangers fan, Knicks fan. So Madison Square Garden means everything to me. So this is going to be a really big moment for me and my family.
Casey, this is so cool. So you've already been on the Rangers ice, but now you get to take the ice as a professional hockey player. What does that mean to you in your career?
Yeah, as a little girl, we didn't have the PWHL to look up to yet. It was, more about the Olympics. And so if I could go back and tell my younger self that this is where I'm at, and with the Sirens and playing in New York, playing at the most iconic arena, I had no words for it. It's amazing.
I'm getting super excited listening to them talk. Sarah, when you look at Madison Square Garden, they have had such groundbreaking moments for women. The huge boxing fight between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. You have Billie Jean King, Serena Williams, these women in groundbreaking firsts here at the Garden, and now the Sirens. This is the first opportunity for fans to watch professional women's hockey on the Garden ice. What does that mean to you to be grouped with those names?
I mean, it's amazing. We've had so much support from the New York community with the Sirens playing out in New Jersey. So to finally be here in the city playing at Madison Square Garden is exciting. And just being in this building, even though it's just us here right now, you can feel the energy. So it's going to be awesome once we pack it in here and get to play. What
does this mean for not just the New York Sirens, but for the entire Professional Women's Hockey League to have one of your games here against Seattle at Madison Square Garden, such an iconic place for hockey?
Yeah, I mean, world's most famous arena, and I think you've seen over the last few years, we just continue to kind of raise the bar. We're playing in bigger arenas every year, and I would argue this is one of the biggest stages we've played on, so I think it's really cool to see how far our sport has come.
And you are from Canada, so we know, that's Hockey Nation. Played at Cornell, so you have your upstate New York connections here with New York. What does it mean to you personally?
Yeah, for a kid from Western Canada, it seems like New York is kind of my home state, per se. So it's cool to be able to play in front of a New York crowd. Obviously, we're usually based in New Jersey, but we are a New York team, so it's cool to be in the state of New York.
But speaking of New Yorkers, Casey O'Brien was born here in New York. You spent 10 years before moving to Boston, another great hockey city. How did your hockey career start, like with youth hockey and all of that? What inspired you?
I have two older brothers who both played. They were playing house league at Chelsea Piers, and I begged my dad to let me hop on with them. And so that's kind of where my career took off. The second I got on the ice at Chelsea Piers, I knew I wanted to be a hockey player.
And you used to come to Rangers games and Knicks games here at the Garden. Did you have a favorite Ranger player then or now?
Touchy subject. My favorite Ranger has always been Chris Kreider, but I do love Mika too.
So many people's favorite Ranger, Chris Kreider. We do miss him. Mika's awesome. Sarah Fillier, you're another Canadian. Tell me a little bit about your journey. What inspired you to take the ice?
Yeah, I'm from a small town up in Canada, and it was just the thing to do growing up was to put on skates when you were younger and play hockey. And grew up playing hockey with my twin sister, and everyone in my family was just, a really great time to spend with my family. And so to be here at Madison Square Garden playing professional women's hockey is just a dream come true.
But there's also a Jersey connection with Sarah. You went to Princeton, and so we have that whole connection there. Tell me, when you're at Princeton, you're playing there, I believe you were a captain as well, to get drafted and be part of the PWHL. What was that whole experience like, knowing you had the league?
It was amazing. I mean, being in New Jersey for 4 years and just, coming down the road to play at the Prudential Center and now in Madison Square Garden, it was so exciting. And New Jersey, New York feel like my home, so it's just cool to represent those two cities with this jersey.
This is just amazing. We have, these incredible women playing ice hockey. This is also an Olympic year, so all eyes will be on women's sports and ice hockey as well. And you guys are going to make history. So congratulations to that. We'll be here watching. Thank you for joining this morning. Now, tickets are going to be on sale, NewYorkSirens.com. They actually go on sale today for your regular season ticket holders. Then next week for anyone that subscribes to the newsletter. But on January 13th, 10 a.m., everyone's available to the general public. So get your tickets quick, because it's going to be a hot ticket, even though it's on the ice.